welcome back again. We are on it, another video, so hope you're all doing well. You're currently balanced on the manifold, so that is the crack. We are going to now, so last time we were doing this video we got half the manifold undone. We're going to have to get the other manifold undone, the other side, and then we're going to have to remove the turbo and pull it out of the way so we can get this manifold off. So a bit of fiddly work now. I will record some, time lapse some, try and do a bit of everything, but that is the crack. But I hope you're all enjoying the video. I hope you're enjoying the content so far. It's a bit more in depth at the minute, which is good, which I like doing. I like doing stuff that's a bit more in depth work. So let's get cracking on, and I hope you enjoy the video. This is where we're at. We are going to undo these 4 mounting bolts that hold the turbo. We're going to have to undo the downpipe as well. Now, some people will say I don't need to do that, and that's fine, but like I say, I haven't done one in 2 years. You forget. I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone what I did 2 years ago. So we're going to get these cracks undone. Probably might have to move this water pipe out of the way as well. I've ordered seals there and there for it down here, because if it's off you might as well do the seal. So let's get cracking. Hope these crack off okay, and we will start getting this manifold off. So, a little update. We've moved the downpipe off the turbo. Got that pipe out the way at the back. Yeah, and put new seals in that because they are a bit shitty. So we'll do the new seals. What we're going to do is we are going to. I've cut these off already. We're going to move the turbo out of the way. So we have enough room to undo the manifold bolts and pull the manifold off. That's the plan. So. May have gone over the top with stuff I need to do, but each to their own, and everyone knows a different way to do stuff. So let's get this turbo out of the way, and then we can move forward.
We should never let go, so tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe up, baby.
Another one. Snap. Yeah, so that's going to drop anywhere. Shouldn't go anywhere. There we go. So if we look, we have one snap bolt there. That one's okay. It'll drop down. And we have that's okay. That one looks okay. There's our snapped one that we saw. There's 2 snapped ones. There's 3 snapped ones. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And that one looks okay. So we've got quite a few. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere over, find that. Didn't need that. So yeah, 3 or 4 snapped bolts. Get back a bit. Oh yeah, looks a bit of a mess, but we're all out the way. 4 snapped bolts. So yeah, now we've got a bloke coming out to drill them all out and really tap on all the holes, but as you can see it's quite a big job, quite in depth, but hey, keeps us busy. Good morning people, it is currently early, it's probably about 6:45, so job today is back on this manifold, as you'll see in the title. 2 seconds. See, I've had a cut, had my ears lowered, as they say. So we're putting the manifold back together. We have had, yesterday we had the old bolts that were snapped taken out. We've had all the threads done. For anyone that's interested in knowing, Crane Hill Engineering is who we use. We've got loads of different things they do here: hydraulic runs, re-rods, re-tubes and re-seal, pressure testing, axle repairs, diesel injectors, welding, engine block pressure testing, flywheel and disc drum skimming, cylinder head skimming and testing, EJ and cooler testing. Literally these boys do everything. They are the dog's bollocks. Like, all the places I know that I've worked at as well around Northamptonshire, pretty much everyone uses this bloke because he is the best, you know what I mean? But he also travelled as well, so he said to me that he'd done some travelling down to like Norwich way, so a couple of hours from here. So if you are interested, this is the contact details for it. What I'll do is I'll put a link down to his email and the company in the description, so if you are interested in getting anything done, drop him a message, mention me, mention this channel that you got it off, and yeah. But he does a brilliant job, and he didn't take long. He wasn't long here doing the job, literally, like he was there out before we even knew it. So very good, very talented at his job and great knowledge, so that's that. So yeah, we've got all new seals for it. Every pipe that's come off has got a new seal. We've got all new manifold gaskets, all new bolts, we've got everything. So now it's going to be a case of everything we took off has now got to be put back on. So let's get to it, let's get started, and let's have a great day. Also quickly, while I'm here, I've got class 2, I want to do class 1. If anyone knows how much it is to do it, the class 1, let me know in the comments. Really want to do it. It's always something I really want to do, so let me know in the comments, but let's get cracking on. So, manifold bolts all done. Everything's all cleaned out. Absolute beautiful job, and like I say, I wasn't here very long doing the job at all, so now it's a case of putting all this shit back together. So we're going to clean the manifolds up, clean the head up, sorry, and we are going to clean up this manifold as well. So we've got a nice clean surface to go back on. So it's been a bit of a pain so far. What I've ended up doing, which I think is probably the best way, is put all the gaskets on, because when you screw them in, it holds the bolt in. But it's just a bit of a nightmare, especially when you do it yourself on your own. But we will get there. So all the bolts are in, all the gaskets are on, as you can see. So now it's just a case of lining it up and bolting it up. So I ain't gonna rush. I'm not gonna fuck it up or anything like that. So I'm just going to take time and hopefully get it in. But this bolt here, that bolt there, is a bastard. It's a shit place to put a bolt, especially with the thermostat housing right next to it here. Fucking nightmare. But yeah, let's try and get all these bolts in, and then try and get the manifold on and leave bolted on. So we've got it started, all the bolts are started in. Let's go in a bit more. But yeah, it's a bit fiddly, especially when you've got a turbo here. I'm going to take that rag out, by the way. I'm not going to leave it. It's a lot hard when that sort of flicks out and trying to get the bottom bit in as well. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm probably going to put the cage in here, that bit there, and then I'm going to probably line the turbo up as well. Get the bottom bolts done up, maybe. Yeah, it's quite heavy, that manifold as well. So trying to put it on while holding it up and trying to line everything up is a bit of a pain, but we get there in the end. It may take time, but we get there. That was a twat. Just trying to lift that turbo because it's fucking heavy, that turbo. Lift it up and then try and get these 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts all lined up without locking the gasket is a fucking nightmare. So I've done the bottom manifold bolts by here. They're done up. So now I'm going to whip round and do all the top ones. I'm going to get all that done. I might do that off camera, I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to get that done. But yeah, it's a fiddly job, isn't it? It's good. I'm enjoying it. Like, it's nice to do something different, but it's definitely fiddly. So, anyone that loves torque figures or anything, manifold bolts, 40 newton meters, and then 60 newton meters. That's what I've been told by DAF is the specification for all this torquing. Now, I'm going to torque these ones. Would I normally? No, I'm not going to lie, probably not. Doing it by hand, so what we're going to do is the right way. We're going to torque it up. So I'm going to do 40 newton meters all round, and then I'm going to do 60. So let's get on with that. That's the first stage done. Did that one off camera to get an extension and everything. It's fucking nightmare. But our next stage is 60 newton meters. So there. So right. So now all we're going to do is go around, do the 60 newton meter torque, and then we're all good. Then we can start banging all the rest of it together. So let's get this one torqued up. putting this back on, putting that little rubber little joint in was a twat, absolute twat of a job. Just trying to get everything fucking lined up was a nightmare. But we're about there. We're all in. Greased up then. I put a new rubber mount in here. It's all been greased up. It was greased up in here, a new one on. I had to like literally hacksaw a little bit and then fucking chip it off. A pain in the ass. We're about there. I'm going to put the pipe in the other end. We'll just replace all the rubber irons and everything because it makes sense to do it all at the same time. So yeah, nightmare, absolute bloody nightmare. But there you go. It's about the job. So I'm going to get this wiring mounted. Remember that on the EGR coil there's a plug, see that needs to go back on. So yeah, let's start putting the last bits together. So this is what I'm going to replace these water pipe seals, because if it's all off you might as well do it. You don't want to be doing this job and then in like a week or so time it starts leaking and then you've got to put new ones on it. You shoot yourself for it. So we're putting new seals on, so clean that up, all the surface up, put the pipe in, and yeah, we should be good, but we're getting there slowly. I put this on first and then I forgot about the clamp, so I had to take it back off, as you see, and then put it on. So it is what it is. These things happen. We're not all perfect, so let's get these O-rings on and get this pipe in. If anyone says to you, this job's a piece of piss, they're a lying bastard. So that's us all built back together. What I'll do now is I will top up the coolant, run it up, and we'll make sure and check we have no leaks or anything like that. So let's get the cab down, let's top up all the coolant. Yeah, it is a massive job really. Not massive, but there's a lot of work involved. So yeah, let's get the coolant topped up and then let's run it up. So that's the exhaust manifold's done. Then I had a leak that I had to deal with. I replaced the seal on, but no blows or anything, no whistles like it was. So it's a lot better. Big job it was. A lot bigger than what I anticipated it would be. I done one for a couple of years, so it's a bit of a fiddly job, but it's done. So I hope you enjoyed the video, something different, and I hope I can see you all in the next video where we will be all we have left. So we've done DPF this week, that's all done now, and now the manifold's done, so we'll see what else this week brings for us. I'm sure it'll be something very interesting, I hope. So I hope you're all keeping well, and I hope I can see you all in the next video.